We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming.
I haven't felt this defeated since the Blue Jays lost the World Series. I don't have a problem with the fact that he lost. I have a problem with the way that he lost. You know, he should have went out on his sword. He should have passed out. You had the guy that was telling children for the past decade plus, never give up, and he just gives up. That went against everything that character was. That was the equivalent of when I grew up watching Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Attitude Era. That was the equivalent of him shaking hands with Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 17. That was the equivalent of when The Undertaker lost his streak. You invest in these larger-than-life characters, and they just don't care because it's all about the almighty dollar. They don't care because TKO and WWE made money hand over fist with this John Cena retirement tour. You invest in these larger-than-life characters, and they just ruin them. I don't look at wrestling as an actual, real sport. I look at it as a male soap opera. I look at it as a TV show. With that being said, you could say, oh, Wheelman, you're getting too upset over a TV show. But it's a greater problem than that. It's what it represented. It wasn't just wrestling beat sports entertainment. It wasn't just changing the guard. It was indicative of the fact that TKO and WWE and Triple H do not care about a story. They care about the almighty dollar. And the greater problem that this represents is this is what they gave us for their golden boy that they loved. Imagine what they're going to do when it's CM Punk's retirement. The guy that sued them and left and said all these public things about them and badmouthed them. Imagine what they're going to do for CM Punk's retirement tour. Imagine how bad that's going to be. Imagine how bad it's going to be when AJ Styles has his retirement. He'd have better luck if he jumped back to TNA at this point. Like, if this is what they did, their golden goose, there's no hope for the product at this point. There's no point in getting invested in the show or the characters because it's just going to be terrible from here on out. If this is what they've done to their guy who they call the greatest of all time, this is going to be horrible from here on out. This is the future. This is the TKO era. I didn't think anything could be worse than the PG era, but here we are. Say what you will about Tony Khan, but at least he gave Sting a proper send-off. You couldn't send the kids home happy because of this time-honored tradition where Cena has to go out on his back, even though the kids don't even know what that is or understand that. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to have him tap out, and we're going to have him job and put over the 40-year-old guy, because the 40-year-old guy is the future. But his whole career, he was burying these young guys, and that was okay, because we had to send the kids home happy. I mean, that was the whole reason the Nexus lost at SummerSlam 2010, because they had to send the kids home happy. But you couldn't send the kids home happy now, because this 40-year-old had to win. He smiles to the camera and says, okay, time to give up, basically. Like, wah, wah. Like, that was just so lame. You know, what's the point of watching this anymore? Like, life's too short, and I don't have time for this shit. And it's like, it's only gonna get worse with TKO.
Smash that like button, do what you can. I'm your wheel man.